This is day 2 of playing SEKIRO. The first day had a part 2, but unfortunately it accidentally got deleted due to PlayStation being a really weird thing to save things on. I'll just do a really quick catch up. Okay, so first off, I fought the Tree Sentinel. He was difficult a few times, and then I figured out that you just had to become Spider-Man just to get closer to him. And then of course I fought a Flaming Bull. And of course I had to become a Matador for that. And that's pretty much what the part 2 of day 1 was. So now at the current time, I ended up making my way to this temple completely by accident. Ended up going through like an abandoned thing, and all the way through that led me straight here. Now the reason why I ended up there is because I was avoiding this man that kept beating my ass. But then I figured out I might be able to do something by just assassinating him, making some moves, and coming back. Unfortunately, this man is backed up by his shooters, so I had no luck. I then fought the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, this is him. Do you feel old yet? Unfortunately, this man doesn't actually take damage. You have to poise break him and then do it like towards a cliff where you kick him off. But what was more difficult than this was actually just dealing with the comments of the community that we're talking about. You don't block, you don't parry. It was actually kind of like strange. Like, people seem to be genuinely triggered from the clip I put up of me fighting the Iron Man here. Well, Armored Man, I don't really care. Either way, it was kind of funny, to be honest. One of them even said go back to Dark Souls. I'll be honest, I just reminded him that I'm the one playing the game, and gatekeeping games is really weird. Get some help. So anyway, on the knowledge that I have to poise break him, I just kept hitting him in the back, just completely avoiding most attacks, and just trying to hit him in the back. Now, I did try and actually parry him a few times, and he just kept completely stance breaking me. Like, really quickly too, and I was like, this ain't it, kid. So, I just whittled him away, and I'm gonna be honest, coming from like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, that stuff, parrying perfectly on the first day was probably not going to be in the market for me. Anyway, this big tin can kicked my butt a few times. And I realized I misspoke, I meant day 2. This is day 2 of playing this game. But nonetheless, I worked out his patterns, got around him. I don't know, I figured this would be one fight where you just probably wouldn't need to parry that much. Plus, it's like day 2. I don't know why people were so concerned about it. It's weird. I then ran like I had the actual zoomies just to get up to this temple. And luckily for me, we had some Elden Ring Dark Souls type of like logic where I'm opening a door so you can't hurt me. I'm opening a door. Check out my technique of opening a door. I initially thought this man was a boss, but he's just gross.
尊いお方がいると聞いた。尊いお方。あの子のことじゃな。もうここにはおらん。わしのせいじゃ。あの子は奥の院にこもってしも
Alright, so after he filled me in on the Walking Dead lore, I decided to go exploring a little bit more. Do you see how crazy it was that because it was a smaller opponent that wasn't going to absolutely stance break me in 1 or 2 hits, I decided to parry it? It's funny how that works. Anyway, these guys were kind of creeping me out and I was thinking they're going to set me on fire, and it's actually kind of wild. I didn't really realize it says it in one of the loading screens. You can just jump straight on their heads. It's kind of funny. Like, I think I jumped to like avoid the fire and just ended up doing it or something. I don't know. So while making my way through here, I got kind of lost. I ain't gonna lie. It's a dark, creepy place. Vagrant crackheads wearing leopard print. That Sonic feature is pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. I really enjoy the sound of the coins. Anyway, I found this remnant thing and I was like, let me see where you went. So I Thanos snapped and followed it. It led me to more vagrant crackheads. And eventually to a temple. I mean, probably shrine. I don't know. Either way, it had arts on it. I don't know the definitions, okay? Either way, this entire adventure, I just kept thinking about how this man and his shooters absolutely whooped my butt so many times, I had to go back. So I devised this, like, absolutely rat plan to just be a rat, go through the roof, take his first death strike, and then try to take his shooters out. Now, as you can see by my absolute supreme skill and like mastercraft with the blade, it went completely horrible. But I wasn't gonna just lay down and take that. Here's what I should have done in the first place. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Run, heal, get him down here. Because then for some reason, he just like takes his time walking back up and you can just annihilate the shooters and wait for him. Oh yeah, that Japanese Sonic the Hedgehog is pretty cool. I'm gonna level with you on this one. This man peeved me off with his shooters and just all round unfairness, so I decided to just cheese the crap out of him, do everything in my power to absolutely make sure he couldn't just one-shot me or be annoying or... Quite frankly, I wasn't even going for this stance that much. I really should have been, but I wasn't confident with the Makiri. I wasn't confident with the Makiri step counter. The thing where you step on the sword. Either way, I wasn't really that confident with it, so I decided to not try and execute that and die, and just not waste the fact that I got rid of all of the shooters. I can already feel the judgmental gaze of the community saying, how come he didn't just stand there and perfectly parry every single thing that happened? And to that, it's actually kind of funny because the next spot I ended up going really actually helped me with that. Anyway, as soon as I seen Goku trying to power up here, nice, finally got him. Revenge. I don't care how ratty it was. Anyway, there was a vagrant man in the street that like advised me some stuff after I talked to him after beating that guy, who said to go follow smoke signals, and that led me here. It's a goddamn explosive wolf monkey things. Now when I play games like this, I don't really like to deliberately look stuff up that much. I mean, like Elden Ring, yeah, I kind of had to for a lot of that stuff. But games like this where it's kind of like adventure but sort of a set place to go, I try to just figure it out and enjoy the game. I only like watch playthroughs sometimes of people that play through it, and maybe I'll figure stuff out. Either way. So the reason why I'm running right now is I stealth killed a few of them, and then like 5 of them started chasing me, so I was like, ooh, reset. But this is actually, what are you hugging the wall for? This is actually where I ended up learning how to counter a bit more. But I also noticed that that room leads somewhere else, so I decided to stealth kill as much as I could to get through here. And you know, I couldn't help but feel the entire time I was doing this, this felt a lot like Ninja Gaiden, or however you pronounce that. But also very different at the same time. No, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have ran the fade with this man, but noticing the other arrows, I decided to just dip. By the way, whoever made, like, the interact button the same as the hug the wall button, thanks. Beyond this door was the first boss of the tower. Now, I did see someone fight this man on a playthrough, and they didn't really successfully parry him that much, and then they kind of just skipped the video to something else. So I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to be doing, and the first attempt went really bad. Now, it was at this point that I kind of realized the glowing glint of him taking it out of the sheath is the time to parry. And then I was pretty confident I can do this. Although I died trying to heal like an idiot. Now with that knowledge at hand, I was like, I think I can do this, I can do this. And I was right. The glint, perfect timing. Then I got a little too cocky. And this ended up happening. But I wasn't gonna make the mistake of healing. I have like an inch of health, but I'm not doing it. Trying to bait that out, then it just wasn't doing it. But we got him in the end. By the way, I am so thankful for reading this. I'm glad I didn't just skim past it. It's going to be extremely important soon.
そうか。巫女よ、もう一度言う。不死のちぎりを俺と結べ。
できませぬ、源一郎殿。たとえひとたび敗れるとも、命を落とし、主を必ず取り戻す。それが我が忍びなれば。
お迎えに参上いたしました。今しばらくお待ちくだされ。なるほどな。貴様を殺しきらぬ限り、流印を我が手にはできぬよ。
Let me tell you, for saving clips, it is so nice to be able to pause it. And let me tell you, even with all that parrying practice, I wasn't quite ready for this man. I didn't know his flow, his moves, what to expect, his favorite type of food, his favorite color, his favorite genre of music. I wasn't familiar with any of these things. But I'm not one to give up easily, and let me tell you, this fight that we did have for a first time, pretty fun. Even looking back now, I can tell I needed to apply more pressure and stop backing off so much. I kept playing this like it was a Dark Souls or like an Elden Ring fight, just trying to keep my posture, trying to keep my health. that wasn't the way to play it. This man has a lot of health. By the way, I would love to do a playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima after playing this game, because damn, bro. That's my second mistake right there. Not knowing when to back off because my posture is too full, but to also bait him to continue to doing like hits so that his posture doesn't empty. I mean, damn, he really styled on me. This is the second time I started to like feel the rhythm a bit more with what he was doing and what I should be doing. And I was even able to break his first stage in this second attempt. Unfortunately, he was able to hit this absolute three-piece. I'm saying, like, every direction I went to move out of, I guess, muscle memory played against me. Now I just came at the back end of playing Elden Ring for, like, a long time. So obviously dodging in that would be your first response mechanic. But as you can see, the third time around, pretty nice parry. Not perfect, I've still lost way too much health, but definitely showing signs of improvement. Until he did that. That I think I'm supposed to jump over. Fourth attempt, didn't go so hard. But I was beginning to get the rhythm. And on this attempt, I managed to get him down to the third phase, which I thought I beat him at first, but damn, there's a third phase. Now at this point I'd already uploaded some clips to TikTok and YouTube of this game, and some people were analyzing my first 30 minutes of the gameplay and saying that when I got to this guy, he was going to absolutely dog block me. And I would need to learn how to parry and all kinds of weird stuff that honestly, I'm so glad that not everyone in the community is represented by one or two people, because god damn, they can make people look bad in here. Now, I wasn't really sure what to expect in this third phase. I wasn't even expecting a third phase, but electricity, this is when I realized that's what I read about. That's what they meant by the mid-air counter loop. And yeah, my first time in the third phase, ass whooped. Second time in the third phase, ass also whooped. But then something just snapped, something inside of me. I no longer cared about being stronger than Kakuya. And I honestly pretty flawlessly got rid of his first stage. In his second stage, I just made sure to just keep bullying him. Now, while scrolling through TikTok, I ended up finding out when they do a sweep attack, if you jump on them, you do more posture breaking than just regular posture breaking, like parrying or hitting. So I decided to put that into full effect, and well, great tip, honestly. Now this was the best I've ever done, and I didn't really want to squander that. I made my best attempt to heal. That was stupid. It turns out that if you don't like aggress this man straight away. He pulls out some maniacal moves, but I had a revive, and I was not going to squander this. The rhythm hasn't really changed much from the first round, where it's just 1, 2, 3, but then this happened. And yes, I remember reading the wall, and when I died to electricity as well before, it said mid-air, throw it back before you land. Managed to get that off, and that was some free damage. These parts, honestly, pretty terrifying. I don't know how I didn't die, especially right there. But no matter how terrifying the attack he put forth, I wanted to keep that pressure, and eventually... Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It looks like we unlocked the ninjutsu Rivers of Blood, which I'm pretty excited about. Can't wait to try that later.
あなたが勝ったのですね。
お主。
争うつもりはありません。巫女の忍びよ。源一郎殿。もしや落ち水を。
アシナはこの国は俺のすべてだ。そのためなら俺は人間をやめよう。死人帰りか。
So full disclosure, technically that last round was the third day. But not bad for the third day. Because I mean, honestly, I probably would have done it on day 2, but I had to sleep. Imagine having to sleep.